So last time... Hey everyone, this is Heather and this is Supernatural Season 15, Episode 4. Originally I thought that this episode would be airing on Halloween, so I was like, oh, I'll dress up for that episode. But then they had a break week, so yeah, and now it's a week later and I've got my witch's hat, but yeah, it's not Halloween, but screw it. So... And the only problem with this is that it's not very steady and could fall off at any moment. So I'm just going to try to stay as still as possible during this entire episode. So last time we lost Rowena, Ketch, and Belphegor in one of the craziest kill-offs of all time. Rowena cast a spell, and part of the spell was that she would have to die in order for it to work. So, and also she got Sam to stab the knife into her because there was a prophecy that he had to kill her, and sort of everything tied up nicely, and it affected me emotionally out of the blue. So, something that didn't affect me emotionally but kind of shocked me was Ketch dying earlier in the episode. He was like, I'm not going to betray my friends for anything, which is kind of out of character for him, but they kind of sped up his character growth to be like the good guy now. So yeah, it was shocking just seeing his heart being pulled from his body just out of the blue. So when Rowena died later, it was kind of, oh, okay, they were setting up their romance and now they're just both dead. So, will they be back? Probably, because it feels like there's a lot of loose ends there. So, yeah, I think that there's a lot of loose ends with a lot of people who have died. So maybe all of those will get tied up before the end of the show. But we'll see. Belphegor had this plan of sucking every soul into himself and becoming super powerful. But Castiel was like, no. He just kind of punched it out of him and then did his super angel power on him to basically kill him. So I don't think we'll see Belphegor again, even though I do think we'll see Jack again. And then at the end of the episode, Dean was like blaming Castiel for the plan going wrong, and Castiel realizes that Dean still blames him for the death of Mary. So Cass is going on his own way to, travel around and help people in need and do Castiel things. So it's just basically Sam and Dean now. Just them on their own. So what I expect to see in this episode is a traditional sort of monster of the week with just Sam and Dean and them trying to adjust to it just being them. I don't think Sam will be too happy with what happened between Dean and Castiel, but there's also the story with Sam and the bullet wound and the connection to Chuck with that and the sort of evil surrounding that. So that'll be interesting to see if that plays out. So without further ado, I think that was it. I think that's everything. Oh, don't move your head. I'm going to try and keep my head still and react just like a still mannequin. And if it gets too much effort, I'll just swap to the other hat, which is much more sturdy. So, let's get straight into it.
Oh, no. Oh, Becky.
I am your number one fan. I'm Sam Liquor 81.
So you dosed me with a love potion.
It wasn't
Guess who's going to be in this episode?
Becky,
this girl.
Would you excuse us for just a second?
That I barely remember.
Together.
You can't leave this world. You're trapped, diminished.
Okay, so we're going to go back to Chuck. Whoa! What's going on here? Okay, good start. Is this inside the bunker? Demons. How'd your friend? He looks like he's from an Uncharted game. Nathan Drake.
Betty? Hey.
Hey, wasn't he the guy from Purgatory?
Betty.
This is confusing. Where's Sam? Oh, this is the Vision.
He was right.
Creepy.
Closer than you think.
He's possessed.
Now I knew what you did to Bobby.
Bobby?
To Jody. They tried to stop me. But I will not be stopped.
Oh, he's gonna do the head thing. I think that was the Vision that we saw. Okay, this can't be real. No! Dream. Vision. Brought on by this. Okay. I'm in. That's a good start. Dean just eating away like nothing's... Like Sam hasn't had this major dream.
Weird dreams.
Yeah.
I haven't been there. Why don't you eat something? You feel better.
Just gonna be fiddling with this the entire episode.
Dean, you know I don't eat.
It's veggie bacon.
Yeah. But every time I ask for it, you say, and I'm quoting, I don't want any of that hippie Sarah McLachlan grass eater crap in the meat man's kitchen. Which,
Yeah,
by
that
the
sounds
way,
like Dean.
For what it's worth, you gotta stop calling yourself the meat man. It doesn't mean what you think it means.
See, I thought they were going
Man, I get it.
to have
Okay.
just a regular Monster of the Week episode, but this is arky. This is really arky.
Like rope.
You can handle this on your own or call up some of the other hunters. You know,
No. You and me.
Sam's worried that
Same we need.
his vision is going to come true, like, instantly. He's worried that he's gonna...
That's real bacon, Dean.
You're damn right. Meat man.
That doesn't mean what he thinks it means.
Mrs. Whitman, how can I help you?
Well, it's just, we heard a rumor that the game is going to be canceled this Friday.
Oh, not canceled, rescheduled for the service for Susie.
Right. And we're so sorry about what happened to her. I mean, it's just so
What?
horrible. But
Had a scout coming to that game for Billy from Yale.
A young lady is dead and you're worried about a football game?
it's lacrosse.
Priorities.
Who are you?
Of course.
But maybe you could have the little prayer thing at halftime.
The
Or
little
no.
prayer thing.
It is
No.
These guys are great. They're going to come back into it. There's a reason they're in this episode.
That's awesome. You see that beaver?
I know cheer practice was so
She's
long,
dead.
right? I swear, Veronica's so fake. I'm lost without Susie. It's like a piece of my heart is gone. Later.
I like the way they made her unlikable before they killed her.
It's great. Meanwhile, they get to go back to living in their white picket
Look at this
fence
one. Running with the baby.
towns. Everything's the end of the world. You're late for work. Your kid doesn't get into the right school. Whatever.
It's Yale, Sam. It's a big deal. Especially to Billy.
You're forgetting something.
Oh, this is the one. She's
What do we chop?
4 hours in a boat.
Becky.
Rod Jr.
Hi. Uh-oh.
Oh, Becky, wait.
He
Becky,
can just do that.
Becky, please. I don't have anywhere else to go.
You sort of channeled Sam and Dean's lives because you're a prophet.
Yes.
She
I
doesn't
am.
know the...
Sure.
Yeah.
I got a little of... The guys didn't have to hunt monsters all the time. You just sit around and do laundry and talk.
It's like unofficial fanfic.
That's what people like the most anyway.
Right. But people like monsters, though. They do. I mean, leviathans are cool. What? They're all teeth.
Anyway, if you want to talk, talk. Fast.
Like, they don't even have lips. There's just like teeth face.
Chuck! Now.
Nobody likes Leviathans, Chuck.
For the first time in a long time, I like myself. So I don't need you.
I know.
He's just getting rejected everywhere he goes.
You don't.
What makes you happy?
Smiting people.
Writing. Creating.
Really? You sure? Okay, all right. Thanks, Toby. Appreciate it.
Gotta go to the mascot. He knows everything about what's going on.
Don't underestimate the mascot, man. The guy's got access. Knows a lot about cheerleading.
See?
Billy.
Oh, this is Billy.
I know you and Susie were close, but if there's anything you need.
I need to go to Yale.
Billy.
Yeah, it's a case of his parents caring more about it than he does.
I have to go.
The hell? Susie would have
No, we do not say her name. Would you talk to your son, please?
Just listen to your mother.
It's the mother. The mother is driving everything.
I need wine.
Hey, he's washing out red dye from his hands that he got in this room. See, it's all over the floor. And it's coming from the missing teenager. It's his dad. Or both of them.
Anything stronger?
Or all three of them.
We have...
What if I can't?
You can. The only question is, will you?
He came to the right person. She's very, she's what he needs right now.
I don't want anything. I never wanted any of this. That's the point.
Dad?
Now would be a good time to scream.
Billy, get upstairs.
This is not what it looks like? This is weird.
You shouldn't be here.
She proofreading it?
It's so good.
It's a rough draft, Becky. You gotta have some notes. It's like one note.
A story is only as good as its villain, and these villains are just not feeling very dangerous. Not to mention there's no classic rock, no one even mentions Cass. The climax is a little stale. Boys tied up again, while we get the villain's monologue, which frankly isn't one of your best.
He said one note. Now look what you've done, Becky.
I'll give you danger.
You've made things worse.
I killed someone that I loved, and I'll do it again. I know I will. I can't control this. So here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna take Tori to the hospital, and you're gonna tell them that I kidnapped her. You tell them I took her, and then I ran away. And you and me, we're gonna go for a ride.
It's so weird.
I'm sorry, Mom.
There's like no fighting, no battle, no anything.
This is
Just
the best way. This is the only
the guy giving himself up and solving the whole problem. So what's going on with Chuck? Oh, Becky is distraught.
No. You can't. But it's so
Final.
dark.
Well?
It's awful. Horrible. Hopeless. What you did to Dean? What you did to Sam?
There, see? It's making you feel something. That's good, right?
No!
Oh, her family.
Becky here.
He's gonna kill her family.
believe what happened.
Yeah.
Rod! What happened? Where is he?
He's gone.
What?
Hey, Mom, we're back! Dad got sick. He threw up all over the side of the bus.
And they're gone.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry. They're not dead. They're just away.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You too?
I'm God.
You can't do this.
Oh, Becky. Do anything. I'm a writer.
Okay. She's not dead, though. She's just away with her family, so that's okay. Hopefully. Can you trust Chuck?
And hey, man, like you said, now that Chuck's gone, we're finally on our own. We are finally free to move on, you know?
You know, I can't forget any of them. Dean, I still think about Jessica. I can't just let that go.
No.
I'm feeling...
I think Jessica might come back.
Maybe tomorrow. You know, maybe I'll feel better in the morning.
Just get a good night's sleep. Everything feels better. Although the dreams he's been having.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna be good.
Hopefully no Leviathans. Okay, so that was episode 4. It was a very... 2 stories. One was Sam and Dean going to Beaver School and solving the case of the vampire and the girl and that family who was just like protecting their son. He was like, he had kind of lost control of himself and he felt bad and he didn't want to do it, but his parents were protecting him. And then at the end he was like, you know, I'll turn myself over to you guys and, you know, you guys can just say I kidnapped her and we'll go on from there. So it was a weird episode because usually there's this big fight or big battle. And the villain is like, the monster is kind of evil. But in this case, he was just kind of, you know, kind of nice and kind of resigned to his fate. And the other story was Chuck tracking down Becky and trying to get his writing mojo back. And he got it back, and now everything is going to go to hell because he's like, this is the end. I'm going to write the end. It's going to be dark. It's going to be full of death. And yeah, Becky, your family gone, your children gone, you gone. Yeah, but we already knew that the end was coming and that Chuck sort of wanted it to be dark from like the end of last season. So I don't think that really pushed the story further because we didn't actually get to see any of what he had planned. The most interesting part of the episode was definitely the first few minutes. Sam's kind of vision or his dream where he ends up killing a bunch of people and killing Dean with a little head flick, hang on, little like that, which is a cool move, except if it wasn't killing Dean. So I wonder if we're going to lead up to that sort of scene, that place, and maybe Dean can get Sam back somehow, or if we're going to avoid it totally. If that's the end that Chuck has planned, or if that's going to be like a mid-season thing, or maybe nothing at all. Maybe he's just having bad dreams. Sometimes dreams are just dreams. So, yeah. I want to say it was kind of a filler episode, but it was kind of a filler building to something else. And so I'll be interested to see where it goes next week when I have a hat that doesn't fall off every time I tilt my head. And yeah. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.